All right, before we start, let me ask you something. How much do you really know about planets? Because most of us grow up thinking planets are just quiet, boring balls of rock and gas, slowly floating around stars, minding their own business. We see them in textbooks, neat diagrams, perfect circles, clean orbits. But the reality is very different. Planets are chaotic. They're violent. They're unpredictable. And some of them are so extreme that they sound more like science fiction than real places in our universe. There are planets where it rains diamonds. Planets where storms never stop. Planets that spin the wrong way, scream into space, or drift alone in total darkness with no star at all. So today, we're going on a journey far beyond Earth. These are 10 fascinating things about planets you probably never knew. And trust me, by the end of this video, space is going to feel a lot less peaceful than it looks. Let's start with one of the most unbelievable planets ever discovered. Number 1. There is a planet where it literally rains diamonds. Yes, real diamonds. Not tiny ones, not dust. Actual diamond crystals falling from the sky, about 40 light years away from Earth. There's a planet called 55 Cancri. At first glance, it doesn't look special. It's bigger than Earth, it's rocky, and it orbits a star similar to our sun. But when scientists took a closer look, things got strange. This planet orbits its star extremely closely. So closely, in fact, that a full year on this planet lasts only about 18 hours. Imagine celebrating your birthday every single day because of this proximity. Surface temperatures are insanely high, hot enough to melt metals. Oceans, if they ever existed, would have boiled away long ago. Now here's where it gets wild. Scientists believe this planet contains an enormous amount of carbon. Under the extreme pressure inside the planet, that carbon could be compressed into diamond. Not just small pockets, but massive layers of diamond beneath the surface. Some models suggest that volcanic activity could push carbon-rich material into the atmosphere, where it cools, crystallizes, and eventually falls back down as diamond rain. So imagine a sky filled with sparkling crystal clouds, raining diamonds onto a surface made partly of diamond itself. If humans could survive there, which they absolutely cannot, this planet would instantly be the most valuable place ever discovered. A single square kilometer could be worth more than all the wealth on Earth combined, and somehow, this is just the first entry on the list. Number 2. Saturn is so light that it could float in water, at least in theory. Saturn is massive. It's the second largest planet in our solar system, and its rings make it one of the most iconic objects in space. You'd expect it to be incredibly heavy and dense, but it's not. Saturn is actually the least dense planet we know of. It's made mostly of hydrogen and helium, the lightest elements in the universe. If you could somehow place Saturn into a body of water large enough, it wouldn't sink. It would float. Of course, no such ocean exists, and probably never will. But this fact tells us something important about Saturn's structure. It's more like a giant balloon than a solid world. Beneath its clouds, pressure increases gradually, turning gas into liquid, and eventually into something more solid like near the core. Then there are the rings. Those beautiful, glowing rings are not solid disks. They're made of billions of pieces of ice and rock, ranging from tiny grains to chunks the size of houses. Each piece orbits Saturn independently, creating a constantly shifting cosmic dance. Saturn isn't just a planet. It's a reminder that the universe loves to build massive things out of the lightest materials imaginable. Number 3. There is a planet that is being torn apart, and if sound could travel through space, it would be screaming. This planet is called WASP 12b. It orbits its star so closely that the star's gravity is literally ripping the planet apart. Its atmosphere is stretched outward, forming a long tail of gas that trails behind it like a comet. Temperatures on this planet are so high that the atmosphere glows. The gases don't gently drift away, they are violently stripped from the planet, accelerated into space at incredible speeds. As this material escapes, it creates massive shock waves. If sound could exist in the vacuum of space, these shock waves would produce noise louder than anything humans could survive. Imagine a planet permanently trapped in a slow-motion explosion, constantly losing pieces of itself. screaming into the void as it dies. WASP 12b is a glimpse into the brutal side of planetary physics, where gravity shows absolutely no mercy. Number 4. Jupiter has a storm that has been raging longer than modern civilization has existed. The Great Red Spot is one of the most famous features in our solar system. It's a gigantic storm, large enough to swallow Earth whole. What makes it truly terrifying is its age. This storm has been observed for over 300 years. It existed before electricity, before airplanes, before the Industrial Revolution, before most of the countries we know today were even formed. Winds inside the Great Red Spot can exceed 400 miles per hour. That's strong enough to flatten entire cities in seconds. And unlike hurricanes on Earth, this storm has no land to weaken it, no oceans to cool it down. It feeds on Jupiter's internal heat, drawing energy from deep within the planet itself. Jupiter doesn't just host storms, it sustains them indefinitely. And while the Great Red Spot has slowly been shrinking in recent years, it remains a powerful reminder that planetary scale weather operates on time scales far beyond human experience. Number 5. There is a planet where it rains glass, sideways, at unimaginable speeds. This planet is called 8D1897333b, and it may be one of the most hostile worlds ever discovered. Surface temperatures reach over 1700 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds roar through the atmosphere at more than 5,000 miles per hour. That's several times faster than the strongest winds ever recorded on Earth. Now add this detail. The atmosphere contains vaporized glass, silicon compounds that have been heated until they become gas. When conditions are right, that vapor cools and condenses into tiny shards of molten glass. So when it rains on this planet, it doesn't fall gently downward. It is blasted sideways by extreme winds, turning the atmosphere into a planet-wide sandblaster made of razor-sharp glass. If you were somehow standing there, you wouldn't feel pain. You'd be shredded instantly. This isn't weather. It's planetary violence at its most extreme. Number 6. Venus spins backward, and a single day there is longer than an entire year. Venus is often called Earth's sister planet because it's similar in size and composition, but almost everything else about it is wrong. While most planets rotate counterclockwise, Venus rotates clockwise. That means the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, but that's only the beginning. Venus rotates incredibly slowly. It takes about 243 Earth days to complete a single rotation. Meanwhile, it only takes 225 Earth days to orbit the sun. So a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Scientists aren't completely sure why Venus ended up this way. One theory suggests a massive collision early in its history flipped its rotation. Another suggests that intense atmospheric forces gradually slowed and reversed its spin over billions of years, whatever the cause. Venus is a powerful reminder that planets don't have to follow the same rules. Even worlds that look familiar can behave in completely alien ways. Number 7. Earth is not perfectly round, and the tallest mountain depends on how you measure it. From space, Earth looks like a smooth blue sphere, but it's actually slightly squished. Because of Earth's rotation, the planet bulges at the equator and flattens at the poles. This shape is known as an oblate spheroid because of that bulge. The point on Earth farthest from the planet's center is not the top of Mount Everest. It's the summit of Mount Chimborazo in Ecuador, which sits closer to the equator. So while Everest is the highest mountain above sea level, Chimborazo is technically the farthest point from Earth's core. It's a small detail, but it shows how even our home planet still has surprises hiding in plain sight. Number 8. Neptune has the fastest winds in the entire solar system, and we still don't fully understand why. Neptune looks calm and peaceful from a distance, a deep blue world, far from the sun, barely receiving any warmth at all. But beneath that calm appearance lies chaos. Winds on Neptune can exceed 1,300 miles per hour, faster than the speed of sound. These winds whip clouds around the planet in massive dark storms that can appear and disappear without warning. What makes this so mysterious is Neptune's distance from the sun. It doesn't receive enough solar energy to power storms this strong. Instead, Neptune seems to generate heat from within, releasing more energy than it receives. How exactly this internal heat drives such extreme winds is still an active area of research. Neptune is proof that distance from the sun doesn't mean inactivity. Some of the most violent worlds are hidden in the coldest corners of space. Number 9. There may be entire planets made almost completely of water. Scientists call them water worlds. These planets may have oceans hundreds or even thousands of miles deep, with no continents at all. One of the most famous examples is J1214b. This planet is larger than Earth and may be covered by a thick global ocean beneath a dense atmosphere. At extreme depths, water behaves very differently than it does on Earth, under intense pressure. It can form exotic phases of ice that are hot, dense, and unlike anything we encounter naturally, these worlds challenge our definition of habitability. Life as we know it might struggle there, but life as we don't know it could thrive. Entire ecosystems could exist in darkness beneath endless oceans, completely cut off from the surface. Number 10. The galaxy is filled with rogue planets, worlds with no star at all. Not every planet orbits a star. Some are ejected from their solar systems early in their formation, sent drifting through space alone. These are called rogue planets, and there may be billions of them in the Milky Way galaxy alone. They wander through interstellar space, cold, dark, and invisible unless they pass in front of a distant star. But here's the surprising part. Some rogue planets may still have internal heat from radioactive decay or residual formation energy. That heat could keep subsurface oceans liquid. Even without sunlight. That means life could potentially exist on a planet with no star, no day, and no sunrise. Entire worlds drifting silently between stars, carrying secrets we may never discover. And that's the part that really changes how you see the universe. Space isn't empty. It isn't quiet. And it isn't simple. It's full of extreme worlds, violent forces, and possibilities far beyond anything we imagined growing up. If this video made you look at planets differently, make sure to like it, subscribe to Curiosity Central, and let me know in the comments which planet shocked you the most. Because the universe has a lot more waiting for us. And this was only the beginning.